Over the next 4 weeks, we will go over information that will verify the resurrection of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. As you're aware, if you've watched any previous videos, at the end of each video, I invite you to say with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, and you will be saved. This is found in Romans 10, verse 9. In order to make that declaration, you need faith. Faith oftentimes is not built on blind nothingness. It is built on evidence. And this is what I plan to supply you with in the next 4 weeks. I'm nearly 80 years old. I have an aged body, but my spirit is fresh and young. The videos that I produce every week are there as a legacy for my family. I invite you to peer over their shoulders and watch what I have discovered over the course of my life concerning the reality of Jesus Christ and the love of God through his Son for each and every one of us. The text that we will look at today is found in Isaiah 53, verses 2 to 5. He grew up before him like a tender shoot, and like a root out of the dry ground. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected of mankind, a man of suffering and familiar with pain, like one from whom people hide their faces. He was despised, and we held him in low esteem. Surely he took up our pain and bore our suffering, yet we considered him punished by God, stricken by him and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities, and the punishment that brought us peace was upon him. And by his wounds we are healed. Over the years, I've taken an interest in the Shroud of Turin. This relic was said to be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. 30 years ago, I had my doubts. However, over that period of time, we have seen great research go into the investigation of this piece of cloth. The information to follow is coming from a forensic pathologist that studied the cloth, and he will give you information that has convinced him that it is exclusively the only thing on this earth that can be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. The Romans scourged and crucified a lot of people.
That argument doesn't fly at all. We could take 1 million different dead bodies right now, all scourged, crucified in the exact manner of the man in the shroud. Pour myrrh and aloes over the bodies, wrap them in every kind of fabric ever known to mankind, and we will never get an image like we see on the Shroud of Turin. So we have established a very important forensic fact. What is that fact? Putting a dead body, wrapping it in linen, will not leave an image like the shroud behind. The only image that you would have would be the bloodstains as a result of body-to-cloth contact. There's not going to be a thin, superficial image over those bloodstains, to say the least. There is only one thing that we know of on this earth that matches all these 4 unique characteristics. What is that? UVB rays in the UV spectrum at a very specific speed matches all of these characteristics, and that is not a coincidence. UV light in the UVB range will cause rapid aging in skin, dehydration, oxidation, meaning a chemical reaction takes place and causes your skin to turn a sepia color, a tan. And it only affects the superficial layers of your skin. Note there's a difference between sunlight and laser light. It took place causing it to turn a sepia color, and because it's UV light of a very specific speed in the UVB range, it only affected the superficial layers of the fabric. I just described how the Shroud of Turin linen fibrils were colored. Congratulations, you just learned in part, notice I said in part, how the image on the shroud was formed. All right, let's go a little bit deeper. Is there anything in the human body that emits laser-like light in the UV range? And the answer is yes, there is. Human DNA emits photons of light in each second that passes. It's laser-like light, and it is also what? It is in the UV range. In each second that passes, we emit approximately 100,000 up to 1 million photons of light in every second that passes. We just quoted you a scientific fact that has been observed. That is not wild theory, that is not speculation. So we know it's possible that DNA can emit light. We believe the process is amplified, like bringing life to something that was dead. Something that was unmoving now becomes moving. Something not oscillating now is oscillating. In the same way, a moving electrical signal was brought up close to the body of Jesus and caused his unmoving cells to start moving / oscillating. This caused light to emit from the DNA, which made contact with the shroud fabric. So a moving electrical signal, a source of light radiation, oscillating in the UVB range, came right up close to the body of Jesus and caused his DNA to oscillate at the same frequency. And this particular frequency causes the DNA to emit light. And that light made contact with the Shroud of Turin. And where the cloth was close to the body, more fibers were colored. And as there was greater separation, less of the linen fibers were colored in a manner which represented the exact distance the body was to the cloth, and typically see as light as being dark. So the image has all the properties of a photo negative, also has properties of an X-ray photo, also has properties of a hologram, both a transmission hologram and a reflection hologram, yet is neither. So again, what is the shroud? It's a photographic X-ray holographic image. Beyond any reasonable doubt. Beyond any doubt, a higher power intelligence / God is involved in the image process. This creator really went all out doing this image, photographic X-ray holographic image. He loved this man. He loved this man deeply. He loved this man deeply.
Next week, we will bring you more information concerning evidence from the Shroud of Turin as to Jesus Christ literally being raised from the dead. Share this with everyone. God bless you.